Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked.
Off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Running free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Pucks it out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets...
Turning it on! Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up the punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Did the work himself. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game. Gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him.
Oh, he can't get it out of there. It's blocked. And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30.
And you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. Guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. He leaves it with his back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Dan, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
There you go.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Gives it on the option. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Clyde. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not a lot of room there, giving him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Florida has has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulls will call on their punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking left. Makes the grab, and there's room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw. And quickly, this offense gets right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Nigga, fuck 12. Cause APD do me wrong way. Nigga, free people.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Got a little space. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Under fire. He'll pull it down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Delivers the stiff arm. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Dennis. Skips away from pressure. Dumps it off in the flats. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allow...
Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a big day.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bulls line up to punt it away. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he has it, he had one blocked earlier. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Dennis. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Klein. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Bulls want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, a first half turnover to swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Dennis. Throwing right.
How did he go up here?
Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try to keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Dennis. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Rebels! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 4 over UTEP. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. This defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
No chance to run, but still a good game. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Fields to punt, wants to make a play. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the tailback. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, sweet feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football. They are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive. Try to... Football down the field, receiver, quarterback not on the same page, no dice, turnover on downs.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's cheap.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Peterson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hold on. Offense.
And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Second down, he'll throw it quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Now, don't forget, I'm sure he has it, he had one blocked earlier. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Still looking, on the move. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Quarterback on the keeper. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your good offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peterson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Got his man. He's trying to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 28 over Memphis. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And some room to work. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the... Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
So now it's 2nd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Hauls it in at the 40. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion to the air. It's Dennis. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A first down run in the red zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll return it. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thank you.